Alright, what up y'all, it's Matt. So I made a video not long ago, I'll post it up here so that y'all can check it out, but it was about how, my amps would always go into protection every time the bass hit. And I figured out how the charging system worked on this truck, and I figured out how to defeat it. So basically I unplugged one of the wires on the alternator, and it stopped it into going to protect, and it was like an info dump video. I just showed you exactly how it worked and everything and how to defeat it. Well, some guys kind of got the wrong idea, and would this work on my vehicle? Would this work on this work on that, this work on this? I don't know. I know it works on this vehicle, these GM vehicles specifically, and I'll tell you the exact kind of vehicle you have to have for it to work, but I don't want y'all just to go unplugging, sensors left and right to try to get your stuff to work. That's not what I'm about at all. So I'm gonna show y'all what I unplugged and what the side effects of it were. Alright guys, so here's the wire I unplugged. It's a little sensor wire. I unplugged it like 8 or 9 years ago, and I bought a brand new battery when I did this. So when I unplugged this, it stopped going into protect, and that other video was way more in depth with the multimeter out and all that kind of fun stuff. But basically, if you want to know if this works on your make and model, this is a DR44G, I think it's a 140 amp alternator. This is a 2006 Chevy Silverado 1500 4.8. Yeah, so it's got this 2-wire right here. This is a 2-wire plug. I know there's the other GM, the older ones, I think it was a 4-wire plug, and then it's just got the ground through the chassis, and then it's got right here, it's just got the one lug on the back for charging. So basically I unplugged this 8 or 9 years ago, and all it does is it defaults back to 13.8 volts instead of ramping it up and down depending on what the load is. So normally, and the other video was way more in depth, like I said, depending on the load, it'll go all the way down to 13.8 up to 15.5 or whatever. Well, my amp was only stable at say 15 volts, and every time it would ramp up to 15.5 it cut out. So when you unplug it, it defaults back to 13.8 and it just stays at 13.8, which is totally fine for charging your stuff, totally fine. I haven't had any side effects from doing this at all, really. I'll show you the one side effect that I had, but here's the battery I had, and it's getting old. It's starting to cut out on me a little bit, if I don't drive the truck every day. But it was brand new when I got it 8 or 9 years ago. It's a Die-Hard Platinum. They don't make them anymore. But this was like, the best battery back in the day when I bought it. And like I said, you can't ask for much more out of a battery 8 or 9 years. So this didn't affect my battery at all. It didn't affect the battery lifespan whatsoever. It just worked great. So if y'all want to know if this will work on your make and model, which was the confusion with the other video, I don't know. I don't know if it'll work or not. Basically, with these GM vehicles, if it's like this and it has this 2-wire plug, I know for 100% it'll work. The newer vehicles, they don't really want you messing around with all the electronics and going in and plugging stuff. So like, Toyotas, Hondas, Fords, I don't know if it'll work. You're gonna have to do a little bit more digging yourself on forums and stuff to see if it will work. Hopefully this video in the comments, people will say if it worked or not for them, but let me show y'all the side effect that this caused. So this worked flawlessly for me for like 8 or 9 years. Y'all want to see the only thing that it caused, like the only trouble it caused me? I'm about to show y'all, like this. Alright guys, so this is the only side effect that this caused me. It says service charging system, and it's got the little battery icon up there. Literally, that's the only problem that this caused me. It still charges great. Everything works fine, the bass hit's good, everything works flawlessly. That, and it's annoying, but I don't even notice it anymore. That goes away when you're driving, and I mean, you can, it goes away, and then it beeps, and that's on, but it's like, who cares, right? As long as it's fixed. That's the best that I could do on this fix. I couldn't come up with any other better way to do it. I just basically ignore the lights at this point. I mean, it doesn't flash, it doesn't, make noise, just beeps. That comes up, who cares? It's fixed as far as I'm concerned. Alright guys, so that's it for the video. I just wanted to clarify, you know, because on that other video, guys were like, will it work on this? Will it work on that? I don't know. You're going to have to, you know, do your own research and figure out how the charging systems work on those vehicles. If it's a GM vehicle with that 2-wire alternator, then it'll work 100% guaranteed it'll work. But if it's like a Dodge, a Ford, a Toyota, you know, I have no clue if it'll work. You know, if it uses that similar alternator and charging system, then it might work, it might not work. But don't just go unplugging sensor wires left and right. That's not what my channel's about. That's not what I'm about. You know, I like to figure out how it works and then fix it or do something like this to correct the problem. So if this helped y'all out, drop me a huge thumbs up down below. And don't forget to comment down below and let me know if this worked on your make and model vehicle it is, so that we can start figuring out what this works on for 100%. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there while you're down there, so that y'all get notified when I post more tips and tricks like this in the future. For now, y'all, I'm out. Peace.